We've got light rainfall spreading through southeastern Arizona. No big impact this morning. Most of this is, again, very light. We are not dealing with ponding or running washes at the moment, but that will become more of an issue throughout the day today because we're going to be dealing with this for several hours. And of course, this rain will accumulate, and that's when we're going to start to see that ponding and, again, running washes later on this afternoon. So for the afternoon commute, you're going to want to give yourself some extra time this morning. Again, not bad, but still a little bit of sprinkle action here and there. Now, here's a look at our alert day overview. The timing for the strongest wind, that is going to be the first big issue we deal with today. That's going to be from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. tonight. That is also when the wind advisory is in effect for most of southeastern Arizona. Heaviest rainfall tonight into Wednesday. That's right along the cold front. That's when we're expecting the heaviest rain and snow to roll through, but we could also be dealing with thunderstorms at times tomorrow, and where those develop, we could also see some heavy rain, maybe even some hail again, kind of similar to Friday. Snow and colder temperatures, of course, also on the way. Big impacts with the wind. We could even be dealing with blowing dust at times today, so keep that in mind. Of course, wind damage is going to be a concern. We could see some down power lines, of course, so keep that in mind too. Secure loose objects, wet roadways, running washes, definitely a concern later on today into tomorrow morning. Tracking wind gusts today, 10 a.m. That's when the advisory kicks off for most of southeastern Arizona, and most of us will be dealing with gusts around 20 to 30 miles per hour at this time, but by the afternoon it gets a lot worse. We're dealing with gusts over 30 here in Tucson, potentially closer to 50 to 60 miles per hour in Sierra Vista and Bisbee. So this wind is going to be brutal throughout the day today as that cold front approaches. By 8 p.m., gusts between mainly 30 and 45 miles per hour. So bad day for wind, bad night for wind as well. But by tomorrow, it'll get a little bit better. Gusts mainly between 20 and 30 miles per hour throughout the day. Future tracker right around 11 a.m. Most of us dealing with light rainfall, but we have some pockets of moderate rain at times today. Maybe catching a break around 5 p.m. here in eastern Pima County, but the roadway will be wet, so nonetheless give yourself extra time for that afternoon commute. Heavy showers rolling through later on tonight into early tomorrow morning, and by 3 a.m. mainly light stuff from Tucson to the west, a little bit heavier for areas out towards the east, but off and on heavy rainfall can be expected throughout Wednesday, and possibly even some thunderstorms, especially if we see a little bit of sunshine when we get breaks from the rainfall, and that's when we could also potentially get some hail too. By 6 p.m. tomorrow night, mostly light rainfall, heavier showers up towards the high terrain. Of course, we're dealing with snowfall for the high peaks, especially above 7,000 feet. And then by 11 p.m. tomorrow night, most of us will start to dry out, but some showers will linger into Thursday as well. Forecast rainfall totals through 11 p.m. tomorrow night, mainly between 1/4 of an inch and 3/4 of an inch, but the higher totals definitely up towards northern Pinal County and into Maricopa County, where they have a flood watch. Phoenix potentially seeing close to an inch, so that's where the heavier rainfall totals will be. But even Nogales and Oracle will pick up close to about 3/4 of an inch of rain. And when it comes to the snow, we're tracking that for today and tomorrow. Could pick up maybe 3 to 6 inches for the higher peaks, probably even more for the again peaks of the Catalina, 6 to 12 inches possible, if not more. The Rincon's also seeing about 6 to 12 up towards Mount Graham and the White Mountains, maybe a foot or two of snow, especially for again elevations above 7,000 feet. That's where we have that winter storm warning. Winter weather advisory for the high elevations to the south of Tucson, including the Santa Ritas, the Huachucas, the Mule, Dragoons, and Chiricahuas, where we could see about 6 to 12 inches of snowfall. High temps today, we're going to hit that early around 11 a.m. and then temperatures drop throughout the day. Overnight lows mainly in the 20s, 30s, and 40s. We're keeping our alert day up through Wednesday, dropping that for Thursday, and then our next storm tracker for alert days will be possibly on Friday and Saturday as another winter storm impacts us. This one will be colder, and overnight lows could drop down to near below freezing as we work our way towards Sunday and next Monday morning.